It's a little bit scared we're going to get a blonde joke, but I'm clearly not natural blonde. Yeah, maybe she's born me, maybe she's smiling. So I do loads of things. I'm a singer-songwriter, I'm a vocal coach, I'm a lecturer at University of Chester in popular music performance, and I'm a festival director of Threshold. So I do loads of things. I'm really sort of into doing loads of different things. And apparently I'm really like natural. Everybody's always said this to me. I say this with a lot of like, I never believe this. People go, oh, you're such a natural this. No, I just don't sleep much, right? I work really hard. So I know that's supposed to have a slash in between, no/believe. I just quite good at learning how to do things, or if not, pretending that I'm all right at things. So that's basically what this is all about. So essentially, pop music. I got loads of fantastically talented students coming to me. And a little bit like the first speaker, I would have noted your names down, but this is actually nerve-wracking. Not going to that until like the 16th slide. Essentially, we get loads of people who are really keen to learn, and they come in and they've been told by all their family and friends how talented they are. This is why X Factor exists. And some of them are right, but some of them are just really, really good at learning. So essentially, practice doesn't make perfect, practice makes smiling. And skills are created by these chains. So we do something, we do it again and again and again, and we create muscle memory. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it's playing guitar, or singing, or running. Or so if somebody's told you a dance move this way, and then you've actually it's supposed to be like this way. This is a lot harder to change, even though that's not harder than the other. So essentially, is it just that we've done something over and over again, or are we born with it? So all these guys, obviously. Clearly, something must come from where you've come from, where you've gained all your skills. It must be something from your mom and dad. And yeah, there is definitely some elements of that. I believe that too. But you've been told what you're good at. You've been told what to keep on going, and you keep on going. Okay, some of them maybe not so much. We're not going into a discussion about Miley Cyrus or any other types of wrecking balls. But essentially, music... the virtuoso type musician may not exist as much in the popular music. We get this all the time in, the proper music students. And essentially, your grandma's right. Research shows that music is actually more bland these days. It's also louder. But it's also harder to make it as a popular musician as it is to make as a classical musician, apparently. Depending on how you define make it, because there's more people making money in classical music. So this got to do with what you think and how you basically keep on going? Or does it have to do with how negative you are about your own abilities? So essentially, if I make a mistake and I believe I made a mistake, if I stand there and go, oh, I made a mistake, I shouldn't have said that so early, now I've already given away the big thing. Oh no, I need to move on, because in that way we learn better. So, if we learn from our mistakes, we're essentially moving forward. So there is no failure, there's only feedback. And if we keep on learning new things and keep on going at the stuff that we're excited about, then we'll be good. Right, so I'm going to do a really short version of the animal school. That's the only version I managed to do in 1 minute, which is left of this presentation now. Essentially, the animals get together, this is not a true story, to create a school. Duck, really good at swimming. Not so good at flying, and running is really rubbish at. So rubbish he had to stay behind class and essentially practice extra running classes. So in the end, he basically ends up with average grade, but that's okay, because the school's okay with that, he passed. The running rabbit, he is really good at running, not so good at swimming, and essentially gets so stressed about the whole thing that he drops out. The eagle is a bit of a naughty eagle, and is good at climbing, but he doesn't do it like the teacher tells him to do it. Neither does the squirrel, because he only starts from above. So essentially, yeah, they doesn't do that well. And the prairie dogs end up homeschooling their kids because there's no digging anyway. Where am I going with all this? Well, essentially what I'm trying to say is that so tying back to the first speaker as well. We need to see our individuals. We need to make sure we get the potential out of the individual. And I think it's an Einstein quote going, genius is not defined by whether it can climb a tree or not if it's a fish. I paraphrased that, but yeah, thank you for listening.
We don't need no thought control.